So what's up YouTube? Welcome to my channel and welcome to another vlog. And this one I'm doing on the Dominar going to Bandipura forest from Wayanad. In the ride with me I have the Triumph, the Shotgun 650, and from Bandipur we are heading to Hyderabad. So it's going to be close to 800 plus kilometers, in fact 900 plus kilometers, and it's going to be interesting. I'm going to test out the mileage, the roads, how these bikes handle. Do check out my previous vlogs. I have given details about all the three bikes, their pros and cons, because we have driven a lot of kilometers on that, tested it. How is the cornering capabilities of all these three bikes, the ground clearance, the power and torque, where these bikes lack. So all these things that I have covered in my other video, do check it out. And also stay tuned for this video because it's going to be interesting as we are passing through Bandipur, and it's going to be filled with few animals. I think that's something that we are expecting, anticipating. So the ride is going on smooth. The Shotgun 650, I think it's missing the ground clearance because it's very small. And but the Triumph and the Dominar are doing really well because it's raised ground clearance and torquey engines, though it is not for the Dominar. But yeah, I think one more important thing is that the luggage system, right? Like how you pack it, that makes a difference. Like for example, this saddlebags and the saddle stay. So very important. And also rain protection is one more thing. So just to make sure that your journey is stress free. One more important thing which I like in the Dominar is the provision for the phone phone mount over here. That also protects it from the wind because you have a windscreen, and also the charging port is right next to the phone itself over here. So that's the best thing that I like about the Dominar. In fact, the accessories part of it, right? That's really good in Dominar. Like the knuckle guards, the windscreen, the phone holder, the big wide mirrors, the crash guard, and the radiator protector, the top rack, and also the saddle stay. And the best thing again is also the sump guard. So these things make it perfect highway tourers, and also the seat adding to that. Whereas the Shotgun 650 is limited in the accessories part. And also for the Triumph, the accessories are there, but it is on the heavier side and also aftermarket. So the aesthetic quotient of going seamless with the vehicle, that is very less over there. So that was Bandipur trek for you on the three fabulous bikes of India. One is the Shotgun, the Triumph, and the Dominar. So Couple of things while coming into the forest is that there's no entry fee for the bikes or the for basically for two-wheelers. Usually for a four-wheeler there is an entry fee, but for the bikes it's not there. Timing is between early morning 7 to 9, I believe. That's where the timing is for the forest. The other thing that you need to remember is that there's no stopping in the forest at any cost. If you stop, there's a 2,000 rupees fine. And also when the animals are there, never stop and take out some videos. But if you're in movement, you can still do that based on your risk. But that's something you have to keep in mind. And second, the last thing is that while you are packing for such trips, make sure that you also pack or come prepared with rain gear, because seasons are from July to September. It's rainy season, so you never know when what will happen. And since it's a two-wheeler, it's always better to carry the rain gear, which is for the luggage as well. So that's something that you can keep in mind. Yeah, but what is the long-term feedback? Tell me top 3 things which you like and 2 things that you don't like.
Okay, the top 3 things I think.
How's the power?
First, okay, end this, start again. You will not tell
Yeah.
me.
Okay, go ahead.
I think first is the suspension.
Suspension.
Any type of road you give it, it will handle it without any problem. That's the first thing. Second, I think, is the steering comfort.
Sitting comfort.
It's the sitting position. You can ride all day. Like today or that day when we came from Hyderabad to Kerala, it's about 960 kilometers that we did in a single day.
Single day.
So I think those 2 would be top 2. What else? I think the power is also fairly decent for a 400cc. So,
400cc.
Yeah.
What you didn't like about it?
There's barely anything that you will probably find. Yeah, I think brakes, the stock brakes did not inspire confidence.
Yeah.
They're mostly meant for soft roading, but I do a lot of tarmac roads, right? So I got replaced with the center brake that comes for the speed 400, and after that I think the braking capacity, the caliber has improved a lot. I think the brake, I would say. Second is the stock headlight. I mean, you can throw it away. It's not useful at all.
Any use?
And specifically if you're doing night rides on a highway, you can't trust that. You can't do any speed with that. So I got the Mad Dog Alpha Oxlights done. They kind of light up the entire sky. They're pretty good. We'll have to use it a little judiciously so we don't use it in the city. That's mostly what it is. It's almost done. By the time we reach Hyderabad, it will cross 7,000 kilometers.
How about the crash guard?
Yeah, so I did a few changes when I got the vehicle. One is I removed the stock crash guard and put a crash guard which has 3.2 protection. Then I got the sliders. Apart from that, I have a tail rack and then saddle rack.
Why didn't you go for Triumph's accessory?
I like this, and it looked a little more strong. That's why I didn't go with the Triumph accessories. I'm fairly happy with that purchase.
Any other negatives?
So light braking. Yeah, another thing that I don't say negative, but I would have loved if they came up with a better color option. Because I would have taken a silver if that was available, a grey or a silver. But they did not have a lot of colors. Red is out of question, black I didn't like. Matte. This is mostly a compromise in terms of color, but it's alright.
So what was the main reason that you didn't go for a speed 400 and went a street 400 rather than going for this?
The speed 400, I didn't personally like the look of that vehicle. Comparatively, I like the standard style vehicles. So to me, this was more upright. I mean, I could do long rides, and entire intention was to take this for long rides, and I think that's also good.
Given a choice of shotgun 650 and an Interceptor 650 and a Triumph, which would we pick?
Yeah, I've ridden Interceptor 650, and then I've ridden this. I take this any day. As the Interceptor 650, I think is a little heavier to my liking. The seating is not as comfortable. So again, any day I'd pick this.
Super. Thanks, Abhishek. Do you feel that the electronics also could have been one of the points to improve, where they could at least given some turn-by-turn navigation, things like that? A better phone holder?
Yeah, all that I can do. No problem. I'm not too into electronics anymore.
Thank you.
110 तक जाता and I capped myself out. 6 डालने के 100, 110. I wanted to see 6 के open करे तो कैसा रहता?
And what was the tops? Top speed?
Not even 150.
150,
Yeah, sitting happily.
More
More
sitting,
than
yeah.
150 you do. Because I was in between doing 150 and you were still ahead of me. So
Yes.
you were probably doing more than 150.
Very happily sitting at 150,
Around 150,
160. The only issue I have is wind is pushing me back.
Pushing you back. You need to hold on to the
No,
handlebars.
I had to bend down. To bend down to the visor as
What, Saj, you feel that in the bike that you didn't like?
weight.
Mhm.
140 kilo weight and
Ground.
maneuvering that in potholes and
How was the ground clearance in the guard roads?
ground clearance. Fantastic.
Ground clearance is fantastic,
Not
but
once did it touch.
no, but you said you
Once I think it touched.
scraped the guard roads.
I did scrape in the sense foot peg. Your the Wayanad roads that you guys were going, leaving the bike foot pegs scrape. That also twice I think. That's all.
Seating position.
Sitting position for me is very comfortable. I only wish the handlebar was a little higher. Still have to lean.
How do you feel the trip about to be? Absolute waste or a gimmick?
It's okay. Shows you the directions, but most of the time it gets you lost.
Did you feel that the headlight is effective?
Headlight is good. So the sitting is very good. I didn't feel any less power in sitting. But highways is different story.
What was the mileage that you were getting?
I don't know, man. I didn't calculate. Maybe definitely one power would do guys. How much do you guys?
I think
25.
25.
So one power would do guys.
Well, the speeds we were clocking, 25 is decent.
Oh my god. So I wanted to open that 6th gear and see what.
You ripped it.
But 110 it was. And then I was capping. So now I wanted to open. Mama.
120 is a sweet spot, yeah. You felt that
No,
this
I stopped at many speed breakers. This one,
came out suddenly.
when you guys are in front, no? So I'm not paying attention to the speed breakers.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at you.
Yes. You feel
when I'm in
that
the front, no? I dodged all the speed breakers. Braked it properly. But when you're in the front, I'm not looking at the road or the speed breakers.
you felt the suspension needs to be improved.
Suspension is not bad for this 240 kilo bike going in a pothole, but if you sit on this bad roads, your back will get fun. I stand on this back most of the time, but it's not bad. Not bad at all.
So long-term review, you feel that that's a good highway mansion, or you have any other opinion?
Highway is a fantastic bike.
So between a Triumph
Sitting,
and the shotgun, which would you pick?
which Triumph 400.
Yep.
Between the two, I'll pick Triumph.
Why so?
Easy. Just an easy bike. Only thing I told you, no, Triumph, if it had more power, that's what I need, more power. Maybe a 900cc. Nothing to beat it. Same ground clearance, right? 900cc and this one? Same ground clearance, you got 900cc power and Triumph. There's no other bike that will beat it. Baba, lights. But 900cc will be heavier. This is 180 kilos, right? That'll probably go to 210, 200.
He has very good braking powers. You see his rear disc? It's as big as a front disc. Super confidencing. Yeah.
I am so glad I got the brake feels. This is neat now. I have not worried about this.
Shotgun has good brakes. ABS is intrusive.
Yeah. So you used both back and front?
Right in front. For the speed breakers, that's what I'll use. Because most of the speed breakers don't have the stripes. That also they need to be a reflective stripe. But 80-90% of the pothole speed breakers that I went in, I stood up. The bike never stayed up. The bash plate. I think once. Huge one. I think that also shocked me.
I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, so please like and subscribe to the channel. This is Kevin signing off and see you in the next one. Bye bye.